Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for March 29th, 2017. For your Wednesday, we're finally going to see the sunshine today and in abundance with high pressure moving in. Actually going to be off to our northwest, but it will be close enough to the region that we will have mostly sunny conditions today. Clear night tonight, and then mostly sunny to at least start the day on Thursday before some clouds increase later in the day. So let's go through this. Here's a look at Wednesday morning, and then as we get through the day, you can see high pressure off to the north. Right here is going to start sinking a little bit to the southeast, so that by the time we get to Thursday morning, which is right here, we are still mostly sunny to start. I do think clouds are going to increase later in the day. As you have this system moving in from the west. Here's later in the day on Thursday. Don't think you see any rain during the day on Thursday. European model's a little bit faster with this, but it does have the area dry up through the early evening at least. And then we will do have an increase in clouds, though, as we get through the overnight period, actually later in the day on Thursday into the evening hours. And then after midnight, for the most part, for most areas, we will have the opportunity for some rain moving in ahead of a warm front. Now we have this area low pressure moving off to our west, so again this is going to be another warm push of air, but you have a warm front that's sitting up here like this. Now again, just like we were seeing the last couple days, the GFS that's shown here is still playing games with some icing up here in this area. Now the GFS, if you saw yesterday's video, was more aggressive with snow. That is now slowly dwindling away. Right now it's being replaced by a few pellets of sleet, not a big deal. And then when you get into Friday morning, it's even showing some maybe light freezing rain all up here by Wayne, Susquehanna County, maybe up in the northern Poconos. I'm not buying this still, as it wasn't yesterday. Again, the warm front is going to be, at this point, by the time we get to early Friday morning, warm front is going to be situated up here like this, so we will be on the warm side of this. I don't think it's as cold as the GFS suggests that morning, but we will keep an eye on it just in case. And I do think anything that does happen, if it does happen, would be those areas I just talked about, and very, very briefly before it goes over to rain. So not a big deal, very light precip either way at that point. But we do have rain moving in mainly after midnight on Thursday night. That's going to continue during the day on Friday. Will be heavy at times actually during the day on Friday. And it might be a little bit breezy too. This area low pressure is going to track just about right over the coverage area and bring us rain that's going to go right through the night on Friday night. This will bring a decent amount of rain. And we're going to get over to that map real quick just to show you what the GFS is suggesting. This might be overestimated in some places, but many places are a ½ inch to 1 inch with locally higher amounts up to 1.5 inches, if that's possible. They're showing some bullseyes here, but don't pay attention to the exact where they're set up right now because that's not really important. The idea here is that there's a lot of moisture to work with. I'm going to go generally with the consensus of the models, not just the GFS, which is pictured, and say generally between a ½ inch to 1 inch. There are some more generous models like the GFS that shows more than that, probably with about 1.5 inches, and I'm ignoring these extreme amounts here. But we will get into alerts if we need to toward the end of the week, or actually Thursday, for anything coming in that we're expecting on Friday for heavy rainfall or meeting the criteria for us to send those weather alerts for My Pocket Meteorologist members. We are GFS also, in addition to losing this icing feature over far northeastern Pennsylvania, is also speeding this up a little bit and matching the European model guidance, which continues to show just clouds giving way to sun on Saturday morning and no rain left over. So we are heading in that direction. GFS is heading that direction, kind of matching what the Euro's been saying all along, and that your weekend will not be disrupted. You will have clouds to start, it looks like, on Saturday morning, but it will give way to sun. And temperatures about normal for this time of year on Saturday, and then we'll moderate a little bit by the time we get to Sunday. Here's a look at Sunday. High pressure is moving in from the northwest. We will have a northwest wind here on Saturday, but we'll get Sunday. We'll get temperatures back up to slightly above normal temperatures, get up near the 60-degree mark, maybe lower 60s in some places. And the same thing holds on here on Monday with high pressure directly overhead. So we will have another dry day before the next system decides to come in. We will be dealing with that, it looks like, on Tuesday, maybe late Monday night into Tuesday, and during the day on Tuesday with another big rainmaker possible. But this one's getting out too far to really take seriously at the moment. I do think there's going to be a storm. Just amounts are trying to predict amounts of this range is an effort and futility. So we're just going to deal with this first one, which is going to be here on Friday, and or the bulk of it's going to be on Friday. Again, this is going to go from late Thursday night, or actually overnight Thursday night, into Friday night before it pulls away early Saturday morning. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for March 29th, 2017. Have a great Wednesday.